Is a 0-day work week possible?
I mean, I think so. I mean, I guess, too, like on my team here, we kind of have a concept of that. It's just all about like just, we have our commitments, we have our work to do. And like what you were saying, if you have a 2-week sprint and this is what you need to get done, you get it done in time, then how you spend the rest of your time is up to you. So if I want to spend that learning and catching up on technology or just taking a little bit of downtime, I mean, I think we can definitely move to having the freedom to do things like that and be able to, just work when you want to work, and then making sure that you get your work done. And that's really all that matters, ultimately. And I guess certain industries, though, that's easier said than done. There's might be some where it's harder to shift to that model. Obviously, in, the tech industry, it's fairly easy, but in some where you still kind of have to clock in, clock out, and all that might be a little bit tougher to get there.
Yeah, there are certain industries where some of these things that we're talking about are more applicable. Tech, obviously. I believe it's like the thought leader industry, I think is what Microsoft calls it, or they call it something where it's essentially if you think for a living, then you're a lot easier to be more adapted to the remote, like architects or engineers, techs, developers, designers, those types of, whereas you and I could be in the same room, April, and we never talk all day, especially in the development worlds, right? Developers, we're very much put some headphones on and sit there in the dark kind of people. So it's not really a break in a different way of doing things to work remotely, whereas maybe like some of the trades, it gets a little harder. But you could still just never have that central point. You don't have to go to the office to wait for your next ticket. There are applications that can do that,